Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something new from WE Knives. I gotta be honest with you, I do love WE Knives and I love Civivi knives. I think that they've been doing a lot better job with Civivi and Sencut here lately. WE Knives has been either something really, really spectacular or a lot of things that I think are priced too high. Like, they're very premium, very nice knives. I think their prices are starting to creep up there, but I still root for them because I know what they're capable of, and they definitely have been some of the most impressive knives that I have shown on this channel in the past. As time progresses, I get more picky, right? But still holding out. Would love to see them release something absolutely spectacular. So haven't opened this up yet. We're going to share that. We're going to share this moment together. Thanks so much to WE Knives for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. This says it releases on June 26th, and people always get mad at me when I don't release knives on the exact day that they release. And to those people, I would say there are so many more knives releasing every day than people could possibly fathom, despite the fact that I have uploaded 2 times a day consistently for like 8 years on YouTube. I cannot keep up with this. I am releasing so much content. It is not possible. My backlog is just massive. I am drowning in knife content, and I really mean that. But I still want to bring it to you. I bet that this is still available. I bet that it's probably not sold out. So I'll have it linked down in the description so that you guys can take a look. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Okay, let's find out here. What do we got? We got the paper. I want to move the paper because I want to react to it organically. The Coral, gray titanium handle with marble carbon fiber inlay, gray stoneware CPM 20 CV blade. Okay. Does it feel heavy or is it the box? I'm not sure. We needs to pull out. We need the drawer style, box. That's just my preference. Okay, we're getting lighter. Doesn't feel incredibly heavy. Kind of a big medium knife? A chunky medium knife? Oh, hold on now. It's a GTC. Okay, so bias warning. Bias warning. I really like GTC stuff. The WE and GTC Solid was one of my favorite WE knives ever. So, but also, some people absolutely hate how GTCs look. Who's GTC? They make custom knives. And once you see them, if you Google it, maybe you're Googling it on a second device right now. Once you see it, you'll never unsee it. It's very, very unique, but they have collaborated with WE in the past, and I own 2 of those, actually. So I have a nice marble carbon fiber inlay here. It's just gray titanium, but there's probably multiple variations of this. We have some nice little texturing, back here. And then the same thing kind of on the other side. We do have the cool flipper here. Yeah, the little spring-loaded SLT GTC, right? So that's part of the reason why I love the Solid. Let's flip this guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Now, the blade, right? Robot tactical shovel, that's what I'm going to call it. That's what it is. No need to try and tell me what it actually is. That's what I see. That's very GTC, right? What's the purpose of having a thick initial edge and a thin secondary edge? You can tell me what you would use it for. I'm sure everybody is right. For me, it's not really about that. It's about achieving the look, and at the same time, that right there, that detached spring-loaded flipper tab, that is one of the most satisfying ways to deploy a knife. How could it be that much more, that much different than a regular flipper tab? Complex? It doesn't seem like it should. Have you tried it? As anybody who's tried it? Am I right? It feels different. It feels awesome. I love it. So this is a joy to flip. The other cool thing about the flipper tab is that it disappears right here. See? I love that. That's so cool. So ergonomically, you get to enjoy this area and make use of this area, which is a big deal because if this was a flipper tab, it'd be sticking out right here. That would kill that ergonomic zone. I do kind of wish there was some curvature here. Yeah, there's a little dip right there for the plunge grind, or the sharpening tool. I'll show you guys the plunge grind is what I started to say. But there's a dip right there to sort of indicate like, hey, buddy, whoa, hey, slow down there, pal. You're about to run your finger up on the blade. I do usually prefer that it's like, half moon, or not half moon, but like it's curved. so that you've got a little bit more of like a guard, like this right here, right? But I also understand what they're trying to achieve right here and how that would change the design if they were to include that. But it does make this area, as I was saying, it makes it way more comfortable than, versus if it had like a flipper tab. So steel lock bar insert, everything that you would expect, right? Really nice disengagement there from the frame lock. Oh, it's so smooth. I catch on that flipper tab a little bit as it comes back, trying to decide if that's actually a problem. So here's where the detent ball is, right there. Detent ball is up on the face of the blade right there immediately. So, but in order to not, like, you're kind of catching that there as it comes around. You can also back up a bit, but then you expose your finger to the blade. I think it's actually better to just let it hit your finger, because even here, yeah. Even here, it's up. Yeah, that's weird. So right here, it catches, but the blade is up, like the detent ball's up on the face of the blade. So, okay, no problem. It's just weird that it catches sometimes. Yeah, I love that. It's just a shorter, kind of like a shorter version of that. Pretty comfortable too, even choked back. Not gonna lie, pretty comfortable. Up here, crazy comfortable. Really nice. Looks like there's some hard edges. This is probably the area you're gonna feel the most, but even then, not crazy. So, here's the moment of truth though, guys. What do they want for it? This is CPM 20CV. It's titanium. It does have a compound blade. Did they say 20CV, right? I'm trying to guess the price before we get there. What I think it should be. 20CV, compound blade, carbon fiber inlay, titanium, but also contoured, and you have a unique mechanism. Can we reduce this to the minimum cost competition? Right? $200. Chinese production companies. I can get 20CV and titanium from this company for $200. Okay, but it's not the same. Like it's not the right comparison, right? We have to actually compare apples to apples here. So just the materials alone is not what you're comparing. You're comparing the fact, number one, that it's made in China. You're comparing the materials, how the materials were executed, and whether or not it has elements that would create, machining complexities that would cost more money, right? I'm hoping this is sub 300, but close to 300, but under. That's what I'm hoping for. Okay. It's more. MSRP 405. We can dismiss that. That doesn't mean anything. MAP. This is what you're going to see it for on Blade HQ. Pretty high. $344. I would have accepted $299. I think this is about $44 too high. Not the most offensive price tag I've ever seen from WE Knives. I'm just not really sure why. You guys showed us you could do integrals for $365 or $375, right? So like, why is this so much more? Like, it's cool, but it doesn't make me want to pay that much for it. The GTC Solid was more. You guys would point out that was more complex. That was an integral, and it's huge. And did you see the finish work on? It's like no contest, right? So no, I won't accept any like you're contradicting yourself. No, absolutely not. I think some people would say maybe you're a little harsh, maybe 325. Okay, I think it's fair to think that, right? But I was really hoping that we would see this at 299 or less. It is really cool though, and I have to be honest. The bias for GTC still makes me like it a lot. Like, I just really like these GTC designs, even though they're not, I'm not getting anything super crazy, ultra utilitarian out of it, right? But really cool. I do think it's neat. I just think they want a little too much money for it. Let's measure it here real quick and weigh it. So the overall length of this guy, which again, I guess is the Coral. Is that right? Did I read that right? Yeah, okay. Overall length, 7 inches, blade length 3 inches, cutting edge 2.75, and let's weigh it. It's kind of a chunky knife. It doesn't feel like 7 inches. Like it's got a lot of presence, and it's super cool. So it doesn't feel like an itty bitty little thing, right? Weight. Oh, that's in fluid ounces. We don't need that. Here we go. 4.2 ounces. That's kind of what I was thinking. So a little on the heavier side for a 7-inch knife. Some internal milling, though. Cool, though. Probably a bit pricey. A bit pricey. Very cool. You guys tell me what you think. I'll link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. Definitely expect a full-length review on this one. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. If you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.